Hi everybody. Okay, this video is gonna focus on gold and the thoughts I have on that one. Okay, and hopefully this is under 12 minutes. I'm sorry. Once I get going, sometimes I don't stop. Okay. So this one is gonna be kind of Luna centric, and I'm gonna revolve around the characters around that, and then I might go off into another thing, but it's probably gonna be more streamlined than my last video. Okay, so I asked a question on the video I did yesterday, but and this is for the writers and producers of Bold. Okay, what are you doing with Luna? What? Okay, am I supposed to love her, hate her? What? Because let's go back to the beginning. When she came on the scene, she was an intern at Forrester Creations. Then she was with RJ. And then they broke up because she had unalived some people. And then you never saw RJ again, which is a whole nother topic, which I'm not getting into in this video. I will get into next week, maybe. Okay. But okay, that relationship was kaput because, you know, she unalived two people and apparently couldn't handle it and whatever. Okay. Okay. So then you have that happen. So I'm like, okay, she's a bad girl. I'm like, I was confused because I'm like, okay, she's a good girl. Oh no, she's a bad girl. Or a good girl with a streak of like, maybe she goes a little, I don't know what at times. Okay. Then after that, nobody liked her and the whole thing, and the whole town turned on her and whatever. Okay. Then we find out very, very painstakingly ways, we find out that she's Finn's daughter, which I should have caught on to in the beginning because I was on the train with everybody else hoping she was Bill's daughter because I said, and I still believe this, that line, the Spencer line, needs some estrogen. It's all boys. I got no problem with the boys. I got no problem with men. But I wanted some estrogen in that line, so I fell for hook, line, and sinker. Plus, the relationship that they built with Bill and Luna, he treated her like a daughter. She needed a father. She was kind of wayward, not knowing who her father was, really wanting to know that. And her mother, Poppy, who they labeled as a priest spirit and that she was not a good mother because she was single and she only cared about herself, which is the worst plot line in the history of whatever. But anyway, um, and so we finally find out that Finn is her father, right? So I'm like, okay, Finn is gonna give her stability and all the things that she was missing and whatever. But then no, Finn takes his wife's side again and denies that. Well, he doesn't deny that she's his daughter, but he doesn't want to spend any time with her. And the reason is that because his wife says, well, you can't spend any time with her. She's psychotic. Okay. Okay. So then she's rejected again, and she's rejected all over the place. Nobody wants her. Her mother doesn't even want her because she tried to frame her mother for her crimes, but then her mother just wouldn't let it go and kind of disowned her. And so she's wayward again, and she just wants to get approval. She wants to get love. Then we find out because Finn is her father, then Sheila is her grandmother, and kind of the behaviors that she exhibited made sense on some level. Not entirely, but on some level. Okay. Then she wants to prove a point or whatever, so then she tries I don't know. She thinks that Steffi is the reason for her unhappiness. So then she tries to get out, like get Steffi out of the picture, which I kind of knew that was going to work because Steffi is played by Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and she's like the pillar of the whole thing. So they're not going to get rid of her. And I was like, oh, okay, they're going to send Luna back into like jail again. And this is not going to be good. And then she gets shot. Luna gets shot. And then she's in the hospital, and you know what happens since then. Okay. So then I'm like, okay, she's done, she's out. I kind of closed the book on it because I thought she was unalive. Now, I didn't know that they were going to keep her under wraps in the whole thing, which it makes sense. You know, when you start to think about it, it makes sense. Okay. So then I'm like, okay, she's back, I guess. And then I was confused again because I was like, well, is she back or is she not or is she what? And then I was like, okay, I guess she's back. So then, just when you want to like her again or whatever, they make her do the things to Will. Because now I have figured part of it out. I haven't figured out all her characteristic traits yet, but I figured out one. She is very, very obsessive. Meaning, when she gets an idea in her head, she won't let it go. And if it's a person, she obsesses over the person until she gets the person or she thinks she gets the person. And then she goes on to the next obsession, which that could or could not be a good character trait, depends on how you use it. Okay, because if you're hyper focused or whatever, then you can channel that into something positive and it's nothing bad. Okay, but the way she doesn't channel, so then it turns into like she wants to be with Will. Now her focus is Will. And she's gonna do everything it takes to be with Will, even if it means hurting him. And I don't mean physically, I mean emotionally. Because, well, you know what happened with her and the party and the whole mask and everything. And now they're gonna try to fix the situation with her because he's gonna go and be with Electra, and then I guess it's gonna erase what happened to him last week. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I'm back at the question: do you want me to hate Luna, or love Luna, or feel sorry for Luna, or what? What do you want from me? Because I feel like I've been on an emotional roller coaster with this character, and I'm like, I love her, I hate her, I don't like her, I don't know. Um, Apparently you've succeeded because I'm talking about it, but I don't know. I just I don't know how to feel. You know, I'm like 1 second I understand, the next second I'm like, okay, I understood, but no, don't do that. I don't understand that part. So I don't know. And Sheila, oh God, Sheila. Well, Sheila's another story. Okay, well, we have to give Kimberly Brown her due. So here we go, giving her her due. She is the most iconic, or one of the most iconic villainesses on TV. She is the epitome of love to hate. I think everybody loves to hate her. Okay. And I was rooting for her because she was becoming chill and whatever. But now she's protecting her granddaughter, which on one level I understand, family and the whole thing. But when you have somebody pleading for your help and you don't help, then I don't know, Sheila. I don't know if I can be on your side on this one. So kudos to Kimberly Brown because she's playing the character brilliantly, which she has for the last, I don't know, 30 something years. Um, but I don't know. I don't know if I understand your motivation or not. So once again, I'm confused because I'm like, okay, she's all for Luna. Okay, I get that. But then it's not that I want you to throw Luna under the bus, but you can just tell Will that it was Luna so that at least he knows who was involved. What does Sheila think? Does Sheila think that if she tells Will who it was, and Will's gonna go tell his family who it was, and they're gonna throw Luna back in jail or something? I mean, I don't know because last time some people were hurt and stuff, but nobody unalived. So there would be no reason for her to go back to jail. So what are you trying to protect, Sheila? I don't get it. Or Kimberly Brown. Kimberly Brown, you're doing great, but your character's motivation, I don't get sometimes. Okay, that's about it. All right. Bye everybody.